flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you go.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh no, we got to put in Davis.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Tua going to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now Tua on the bootleg here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On second down, Mostert.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there in the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. O'Connell.
Flush to his right.
That one caught downfield. It's Hooper.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. O'Connell to the left side. There's the tight end Musgrave.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They will run for the first time here with White.
Now the ball comes loose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now to throw.
Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend. So potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Spillane able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Raiders offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, they'll make it a
loose football. On one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Tua now on 1st down. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And now O'Connell. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams is intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
To throw here, O'Connell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Julian Love. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now O'Connell. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they go play action here with O'Connell.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Comes up from all over when plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing, O'Connell.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left. He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 is throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Tua going to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught inside the 25. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success.
Quarter under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long.
O'Connell.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
O'Connell back to the air on 2nd down.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6, but just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. O'Connell.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Here's Tua. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, what a juke into space.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Tagovailoa over the middle and complete to Waddle. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, here comes Mostert. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try it now with Mostert. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! With his 2nd touchdown. Look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down throw, O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 38.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's White. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
O'Connell's going to sneak it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give to Mostert running right. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter returning it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So now London down by 2 touchdowns. 2:13 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
32 yards.
and the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now it's O'Connell.
Steps away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Flushed out right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Here's O'Connell.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered. Oh, going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. O'Connell. He gets this to Myers, and he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. O'Connell.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Passing lanes, tough to come back with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
The The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. O'Connell here on 4th down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boys.